Prancing.
Howdy, partners, and welcome back to Retro Repair Roundup for whatever episode this is. Did you know that we were 2 episode numbers incorrect because I let Ron do the scheduling and he repeated the numbers twice in a row? So, according to specs, this should be episode 61, but it's actually episode 63 because I went back, recounted, and renumbered them. Anyway, because he's not here, I'm making fun of him.
That's so Ron.
That's
yes. No, we love you, Ron. Anyway, Ron can't be here tonight. He is traveling. So welcome to Retro Repair Roundup number 63. Thank you, everybody in the chatted doodles, for stopping by tonight and spending some time with us to talk with our guest, Big Bad Biologist. You got me, Joe. You've got Javier, who's apparently not drunk this time. I don't know. And Trina's actually awake. So it's all
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Oh, and by the way, we did have a.
It's kind of weird.
We had a request in the chat from Francois. He wants to see some tantalums blowing up. So, John, over to you.
Before probably make that happen.
Before we get too deep into causing the shenanigans, let's say hi. Some of the people who stopped by. We normally do that. We've got Henry Nunez, Frank S. We've got David Starbuck. We've got Starbuck Tech, Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, Curtis Boyle, Trina. What are you doing in the chat? CDI, Scarlett's here. Francois again. Me. Why am I in the chat? Why am I doing things? And I'm sure there are other people who are just not sounding off.
Is your alter ego?
Rudy is here. Hi, Rudy. K-Mac is here. Garth is here. Eric Rangel, 2K Compliant. Scrolling. Eric's Edge, 386SX is here. Moving.
Curtis Boyle. I don't know if you mentioned Curtis.
Yep,
yeah,
I got Curtis. So we are all accounted for. Thank you for all stopping by. Spear the subscribe button, lasso the like button, do all the things, or Joe gets grumpy. So tonight we're talking to our wonderful friend and wonderful weekend streamer, Big Bad Biologist, John. Hi, how you doing?
Howdy. Good. How y'all?
Oh, doing okay.
I wish I had a hat to hide this.
Yeah, I know, the widow's peak. I mean, hey, John, at least we have hair.
Talk for yourself.
Hello?
Trina, you don't count.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Well, I'm still saying hello. There's 3 of us.
Yeah, hi.
Trina. Sure.
Although I don't want to see where Javier's hair has gone.
Right when I'm drinking.
With the wind.
Sorry.
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay. So, John, welcome to the show. And the big question tonight is this. Biologist, huh? I'm sure you've explained it, but I'm usually asleep in the morning on Saturdays when you're doing your stream, so I never catch it. So I need you to tell me and everybody who may not watch your streams. Biologist, ? Go.
So I don't blame you for sleeping. I tend to put a lot of people to sleep anyway. So it's just a thing that happens on my stream. I've been called, who's the painter guy? Bob Ross of computer repair. So, it's sleeping during my streams is totally fine with me. So yeah, I'm a biologist. I back in high school, I fell in love with biology. I had a high school teacher that we cloned carrots, right? Like it was such a weird thing that, as a 13-year-old kid, we cloned some carrots and it just sparked something in my brain and I decided I love biology. And so at the same time, I also was into computers. I had a Apple II GS, which actually sits right there next to me most of the time, but you can't see it right now. It's out of frame. And then at some point when I started to do like real writing and papers and stuff like that, my dad trash picked an IBM PS2 Model 70 386 computer, and so that sort of pushed me off into the PC world. Model 70 kind of looks like this guy right here. This is one that I'll be restoring. This is actually a Model 50, but they look really similar. So because it was trash picked, I had to figure out how to fix it. It was broken when we got it, and so that started me down the path of learning how to fix computers. Eventually in high school, I started my own computer business, and we sold custom built PCs. It was like late 46, early Pentium era that we were doing that. And then in college, I wound up doing IT over one of the summers. And they actually offered me a job to quit college and just do IT stuff. It turns out I hated the users a lot, so I decided not to do that. Sorry if any of you are users.
Yeah, you're just speaking truth, John.
Yeah, I figured there's some people that can relate to that. So I went back to college and I was doing computers as a side thing to sort of pay my way through college. And eventually, I applied to grad school to get my PhD at the end of college, and I didn't get in. And so that's where the bad biologist came in. And I was a little overweight at the time, relative to where I wanted to be. So I was the big bad biologist. And so that's where that name came from. And actually, that it sort of originated back on hard forums. I don't know if anyone remembers Hard OCP and Anon Tech. The Anon Tech forums. Just Anon Tech shut down this week. How sad is that? Such a huge trove of computer information there. And so, yeah, there you can probably find my name on those forums going back close to 25 years. So I once I got into grad school, so I did eventually get into grad school, and I got my PhD in cell and developmental biology. I stopped doing computer stuff so much because when you're doing a PhD, you kind of need to focus on your PhD. And so we did that, and then a couple of years ago, I mean, I started having a little bit of free time and started farting around in my workspace some more. And then I decided to start the channel. I like doing weird projects, restorations. Oh, no, there. So like restorations like that power computing system, but then also weird projects like the Abomination down there, which is LC 575 built into a wood case.
I was going to ask about that. I saw that in the background. I'm like, must know.
Yeah. So I like doing weird stuff. So yeah, I figured since, the technology makes it kind of easy, I'll share some of my silliness with y'all. And it turns out there's a handful of folks that are into it, and it's been a lot of fun. So
yes.
Yeah.
I will say for many of us, we love watching you hand solder 175 bodge wires to chips randomly just for fun. Yes!
Oh, yeah.
I love it. It's so stupid. It's great. I love it. It's the best thing ever.
This is another one of my wood computers is a 486 single board computer with an external ISA bus.
And I just love it's just outside of the machine. It's just this is the point. I love it.
So
Awesome.
And we do weird stuff. So like the top of this thing is a glass panel. We cut that live on stream. First time ever cutting glass. I did it live on stream. So there's always a chance of me totally injuring myself. On one of Dave's streams, I discharged a CRT on myself. We explode tantalums far too frequently.
You also touched the side of a case one time on one of your streams, and that was the most lively I've ever seen John on any of his streams, was when he did that.
Yeah, I hit the analog board of a plus while it was on. That's fun.
Tasty. See, I need to watch your streams now because hearing all this action, everybody's like, oh, he's the Bob Ross or whatever, and I'm normally like asleep when you're streaming. But I need to put it in my phone alerts to wake up and actually watch these now, because like watching other people get hurt is kind of my thing. So
Okay.
Oh, I mean, there was a whole TV genre of that in like what, the late 90s, early 2000s.
yes,
Yes.
yes. So what's the big thing that got you back into the computer realm? Was it the thing that affected most people? Was it COVID and then you had extra time because you were at home more, or is it just the timing of everything just happened to work that way, or what?
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess a couple years before COVID, I had started getting into it as sort of a little side gig. I would buy computer parts and build like gaming computers, and so just a little money, have a little pocket money kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was really into that for a while. So like building price to performance PCs. And that was fun. But then, once COVID hit and computer prices kind of got silly, I started pulling out some of my older equipment. And then I found the vintage computing community, and doing this, like just jumping into that community has been really awesome. And then the other thing the other reason I started doing streaming is I don't know if you all find this, but every once in a while it helps to use your brain in different ways. Now that I'm approaching 50 years old, it's like, all right, I've spent so much of my brain doing biology stuff. Let's try to do something else. And while you're trying to work on something here and interacting with people online, it just like clicks different parts of your brain. And I found it mentally stimulating. Kind of keeps the blues away a little bit. And so, that's another reason I got into it. I feel I've had this space. We bought this house 5 years ago, and this room was originally wood storage for when I was tearing my house apart. And then when COVID hit, I needed a place to teach. And so I cleared out all the wood, and then like I'm basically in a barn right now, and all of a sudden it's like now full of computer equipment.
I don't know. I have no idea what you could possibly even be talking about.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
no idea.
Is the barn insulated, John?
Some of it is. The walls that I've had to repair that were once termite houses that I got rid of and rebuilt the walls. Yeah, those are insulated. The rest of them are not.
Okay.
So are you in a part of the world where it gets super cold, so it's an issue in the winter and the summer?
Yep, very much.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Just dig a hole and put it in the basement, and then it'll be a constant 54 degrees all year long. It'll be great.
Well, so I'm in New England, and one of the problems with that is we have wet basements, like really awful wet basements. So like a lot of the computers that I repair on my streams are computers that have come out of basements. And so, you can't have computers in those situations.
All I'm going to say, Joe, is go back and watch his Tuesday stream to see what he's talking about.
I did one on Tuesday.
Poor Commodore.
The whole bench was just a pile of rust by the end of the stream. It was.
Oh, I saw some of the stills some people had posted on Discord and other places of that. It was like, here, everybody, look at my paprika, and I was like, that's not paprika.
Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of spice.
Yeah, that's a little crunchier.
Mm-hmm.
It's good if you have anemia.
I don't think it gets absorbed that way.
Let's ask the biologist, shall we?
Yeah. So, can I eat old rust from this destroyed machine? But yeah, that's cool. That is awesome. So, what's other than what you've been streaming lately, which I'm sure everybody can go back and check, and please make sure you go check his streams. There's a link in the doobly-doo below that goes straight to his YouTube page. What's coming up next? What are you working on? What are you looking to find? What do you want to share with the world, or more specifically, what kind of suspense can you generate for people to be like, hey, come watch my show because I'm going to be doing something really cool soon?
Well, I just got, and I won't even show it. I haven't talked about it publicly, but I got one of my dream computers, one of my bucket list computers, and so
Yes.
I'll be working on that eventually. I can't believe I came across it for the price I did.
Nice.
So yeah, stay tuned. I'm not even gonna go any further than that. I'm really excited. I really do want to get back to this thing. This sort of works, but it turns out that there is some sort of noise in that external ISA bus. It works with a ESS audio drive sound card, but it does not work with the Pico Gus. And we all know that the Pico Gus is the greatest sound card ever created. So we really want this to work with the Pico Gus. There we go. Joe, make yourself big. Show off that Pico Gus.
This one's broken.
Oh,
This one's
it's still great.
only 0 in stock because the USPS lost the freaking package.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, moving on.
So yeah, we'll be doing some trace checking with the oscilloscope and try to figure out why the Pico Gus isn't working and hopefully get that working.
Wrap that external bus a whole bunch of times like this, the other way, with like a ground loop. That won't be a gigantic inductor that will cause more problems. It's fine.
So I
just ground everything.
I just have a question for John. What is your secret? Because you look the same age as Frodo Jedi, who's like 38. Which is what
biologist.
Biology.
Which is what
Yeah.
I figured you were the same age as Frodo Jedi, and then you're like,
You know
oh,
those
no.
jokes about like drinking stem cells. You know that's all totally real. No, I'm kidding. Don't drink stem cells.
No?
That's not
Oh.
I don't know. Clean living? No, that's not it either.
Fumes?
Probably just hanging around with kids. You know, hanging out with college age kids a lot. It kind of keeps you young, I think. Every once in a while, I learn about like new memes and the current slang that the young folk are using.
YOLO hashtag.
Yeah, what's a hashtag?
Hash is that the little thing that's on the bag that you buy at the dispensary? The hashtag.
Yeah, hash.
Oh.
Oh, hashish. Oh, no, hashtag.
Anyway, so super quick. It's all skibbity. No, Garth, no. So my next question, I mean, it's kind of a interesting follow-up in my own brain. So you work with college age students. Does that mean you're Professor Big Bad Biologist?
I am a professor. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's cool.
Technically doctor, but not that kind of doctor.
PhD Professor Big Bad Biologist the third.
And now the rest of us just feel about as bright as the 2x4.
Yes.
Thanks, John.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, it's PhD is nothing but like having people say that you've spent enough time, like, really researching something and know a lot about something.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, we're all kind of PhDs in all of the stuff that we're doing, you know, in the retro community. We just need someone to sort of say, yeah, that's worth a PhD right there.
I have a PhD in being a jerk.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, you have more than a PhD. You have like every possible doctorate out there.
Masters and doctorate.
Hey, Trina, shut up. See? I just showed you. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. That is super duper cool. I love it. So let's roll into our next segment. So we're short on people in the show tonight, so we're kind of a little bit ahead of schedule. But let's go ahead and move up to the next thing. John, recent gets. What's the coolest new thing you got recently that you're willing to share that people might not know about yet?
So actually, I showed these off on my stream. This is really stupid, but it's pretty darn cool. And it's a tool that that some people apparently don't know a whole lot about. So I'm gonna. Oh no, there we go. Where's the thing? These things are called K files. They're dental tools.
Ooh.
But if you are working on old systems with lots of really awful vias and you need to clean out your vias so that you can run traces through there, these work incredibly well. And so they have different diameters and you can go in and clean out your vias. And they're cheap.
Oh wow.
This was like, I don't know, $6 or something for this little pack of these
geez.
things.
So they're called K files, huh?
Yeah.
All I'm
Don't
gonna say is
look
don't
up their
Google
real purpose.
What they? Yeah, I
Yeah.
did on your
And the
stream
Duntic,
yesterday because
yeah.
you're like, I can't say what these are really for, and I'm
That
like,
hurts.
that sounds kinky. So I Googled it because I'm like, what do K files do? And I'm like, oh God, that's painful.
Yeah. So
Yes.
out of all the things I've bought recently, that's one of the greatest because it's saved me so much work. I've made all kinds of tools before out of halves of tweezers to try to clean out vias that are corroded, and those work by far the best out of everything.
How did you find out about them? Like that they would work?
I don't know. It was on somebody's video. I should credit them. I'm going to have to go back and figure out who it was, though. I do apologize for not knowing where I found them, but whoever it was, you're awesome.
Thank you, random person who came up with the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And stuck. Help. Cool. No, I love that. That is really cool. Goes
well,
out
actually,
right now to
let me
steal
show-
idea and get some.
Oh,
That's great.
I'll
Hang
show you
on,
one
Joe.
other thing. So this was in the Macintosh 2VX, and this is the reason that I care about repairing the Macintosh 2VX. This is a Daystar PowerPC accelerator card that happened to be in that Macintosh 2VX.
Yes.
That is an insane pickup. I did not know that was in the computer when I got it, and we found it on stream. So yeah, that's probably the greatest thing. Because normally I just find rust in the computers that I buy, and so this was a really great find.
Now, we need to clarify that he found a Macintosh 2VX, not a transporter accident 2VX. That's a completely different entity that no longer exists.
Is this the only
Very
2VX that you have, John?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it's not a particularly sought after model. I consider it pretty darn ugly. It's when they started shifting to the metal cases. And
Yeah.
so it's like,
But at least they won't shatter into 1,000 plastic pieces.
well, the PowerMac 7100 is the same kind of structure, and it will shatter. The fronts and backs of it will shatter into 1,000 pieces. This one seems to be okay. I'm currently retrobrighting it, so it's not available to be shown right now. But I don't know. It's an okay looking computer, but it's not sexy like a Quadra 605 or LC3.
An LC3? An LC3
love
is
it.
sexy?
It was the first computer I really worked on one of my streams, so I consider it
You have it has a special spot in your heart.
Yeah.
And also, I want to say hi to Kat, who is having mummy and kitty time. Oh my God, that sounds so cute.
Hi, Cat. Yes.
And as one bit
LC3,
says,
yes.
not as venerable as the Plus. Yes, the Plus is a sexy, sexy machine.
Yes. Right there. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Gosh, I'm not the best host of my own stream, as you can tell. We're running a little bit, how can we say, without a captain, without Ron here to keep things under.
If you want, I can help. I've been on the stream enough with you.
Please help, Brain.
Okay, so make everybody the same size, Joe.
Okay, click.
We're gonna go to Javier next. Javier,
Oh,
hi Javier.
Hi,
What has your recent get been, which we
well,
saw
I
on Monday
haven't
night?
got too many things, but I've been repairing a lot of things.
But you
maybe,
did
yeah,
get
maybe
something. Yeah.
You guys haven't seen this, maybe, but if you follow me, you have. So these things are the ones that I'm putting together for BCF. That's next week. And this is the black 2C with a brand new Apple 2C keyboard from Mac Effects.
Mhm.
And of course, we got the clear Apple 2C from Mac Effects with a clear keyboard, clear mouse, and even clear adapter doodle.
Adapter doodle. Look
I'm,
at that
I'm gonna
doodle.
no offense to Mark and Mac Effects, but the black is sexier.
Hey, clearly you don't know.
They're both pretty epic.
So that's where, yeah.
Turn that bad boy on. Let's,
Look at,
Oh,
also,
yeah.
look at the
Look.
fact that his monitor is attached to the
Yeah.
machine.
And this is
how did you attach
it.
it
this
to
is
the
James
machine?
Littlejohn big idea. This he invented this, and I just recreated in 3D. But he did this, and it's for attaching one of these small night owl screens that are very good for these computers. And yeah, it looks beautiful, isn't it?
I love it.
And
That is
what
just
what
the
is this?
best.
Is that like a 9-inch screen? Then is it?
8-inch screen,
8 inch?
exactly.
Okay.
And it's just a normal monitor, but this little thing allows you to connect it directly over there to the port, and then you just mount it like this. Of course, if I can find the holes, but anyway, it's there. And so this is
Broke it, everybody.
Yeah.
yeah, I broke it. I buy it, and I've been repairing my small computers, my miniatures.
Oh yeah, this is Javier's kind of thing, guys. These
Yeah.
tiny itty bitty machines he's been making.
I had them for a while, but I put them on the side and I forgot about them. And this is a little Mac. This actually was featured in a magazine a few years ago, and it works. Has Photoshop and all that. I got a
Nice.
keyboard that I can control it and open applications and all that, because of course this keyboard doesn't work. Then I got the small Apple 2C with the small monitor. I don't know what I did, but okay, with green screen. And this is the small IBM with even the drive lights with the keyboard, and it runs, and you cannot hear, but it has sound, and it's running a game right now. They have the tentacle, and it's kind of annoying actually. And there's a big switch, so you can turn it off.
Cool.
So these are my
the best thing to do to an IBM PC: turn it off.
Oh,
yes, definitely. So I got those little things, and this little thing, I'm gonna take it also to BCF, the fan that I did in 3D with
Oh,
little
right.
thing that shows you the power.
Mhm.
So that's the kind of new things that I have.
That is
Back to you, Trina.
That is
Back to me. All right. So hi, I'm Trina of Trina's Techno Babble. Welcome to my stream. Oh wait, sorry.
Apparently,
I have no recent new gets to show off. I've been mainly trying to sell things off. So yeah, I really haven't got any. I mean, I got a couple. I paid next like a really good price for these. They're 256 Samsung SSDs, and I'm going to be putting them in. I have put 2 into 2 laptops, and then I have 2 that are going into iMacs. But that's about all that I've recently got.
we just let Trina run with it. It's fine, Curtis. It's easier that way.
I didn't try taking yours over at all, Curtis. Be fair now. I fell asleep well before I tried to take yours over. I fell asleep during the news. Sorry, Curtis.
Well, the news is the part that takes like 14 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yesterday though they were condensed to 4 hours. I don't know how Curtis managed to like
Jeez.
squeeze it all down, but yeah.
You would think that with as much news as they have on that stream, that the Coco was the biggest, baddest, best machine ever.
Right? Almost like an Apple II.
100,000 vendors making new products for it or something.
One thing I do have to announce.
Curtis.
So speaking of Curtis, I was on his stream yesterday to talk about the World of Retro Computing event that is taking place on the 14th and 15th. we have a guest or two guests announced. I think can I say, Joe?
No.
Oh. Well, it's already been put in a chat. So, we are gonna have Eric Helgeson and Joe, who's right there, who's gonna be talking about Blue Scuzzy as virtual guest for the event.
We want to know.
The event coordinator yesterday mentioned on the stream that he was still looking for some guests, and I went, I know people. And I sent private messages. I opened up a private message with Eric and Joe and just said, "Hey guys, are you interested?" And
Trina, I know people because they don't have a choice.
right. It's funny too because Justice got back to me in one of the emails because I was emailing the coordinator and like messaging these guys and once I heard back, and Justice like, "How do you know these people?" And I'm like, "I just know them. They're just
Don't ask.
regular people to me."
They owe me money.
They owe me money.
But on Monday we had a practice Zoom call because they for the Coco Nation they do their stream through Zoom. And I was mentioning that I unfortunately due to lack of work I wouldn't be able to attend the work event. And one of the people on the stream who I became friends with last year said, "Hey," sent me a private message on Discord after and said, "I can change the room to 2 queen size beds. It's already paid for. It's no cost to you."
Nice.
And she's gonna pick me up as well because she has it from where she lives to the event. Toronto's here, so she's gonna drive by Toronto anyway. So she said, "I'll pick you up and bring you back." So
Enterprise, we pick you up.
yeah, right. Or and beam you aboard, depending on what enterprise you're talking about.
Yes.
But yes, a huge thank you. I owe a huge thank you to her for even suggesting this because otherwise I wouldn't be even attending that event. So because everybody's been kind of giving me some flack in a fun way for not attending VCF Midwest, but I don't see anybody offering to come pick me up and let me crash at their hotel room for free at VCF Midwest. That's all I'm saying.
Hi, Trina. I don't have a passport.
And guess what? Nor do I. So that's also
You get to the border and like, "Can passport, please?" And you're like, "I'm Trina, bitch. Don't you know who I am?"
right. And they're like,
Just
"Oh,
want to go
you're
look
just
at
wrong."
the computers.
We're sorry, milady. Sorry.
But yeah, so,
Anyway.
so I do owe a huge thank you to her for making the offer, and as well, one of the people from the queer hackerspace that I belong to messaged me today and is like, is also has a financial issue of her own, and it's like, "I'd like to go, but I can't afford it." And I'm like, "Funny that you mentioned that. If you don't mind sharing a bed with me, I can hook you up." And not in that way, Joe. I can see your mind going. Yes. Pat.
Anyway,
Yes,
so
Kate, we're gonna share a bed for one night. But
I gotta get these sound effects.
I also checked with the person that did the that put out the offer, and I'm like, "Hey, do you mind?" And explained why.
You're scandalizing poor Mackie.
I know, right? Actually, which one? I have 2 of them.
Yes.
And they're here just looking at me going, "Mm-hmm." But yeah, so another person's going to be going down with us as well. So for just a day, and then she's getting a drive back with another member of the Queer Computer Club. So
cool, awesome sauce. Me likey.
Yeah, so that's kind of what's that was the major get that I got was the offer to go to the event. So
yes,
that's more than anything I can ever say thank you for. So.
Is it my
All right, Joe, what was your
your
recent
turn.
get? I'll be the host now. Joe, what was your recent gets? Hi, Joe.
Hey, I'm Joe from Joe's Computer. Oh wait, we already did that part. Recent gets this mess this mess behind me, basically. No,
Yes,
gonna
you have
take the
something,
moment.
Joe.
I'm going to take the recent Gets moment to talk about mostly the stuff that's been added to jcm-1.com. A lot of it from our friend Ron. Ron has put up a ton of cool new stuff in the store. The all-in-one power and TTL video adapter for the SE and SE30 and all that. Super cool. So you don't have to buy the 2 units. You can get the single unit. The Pico Micro Mac is in the store now. Again, you want a little Mac 128K and it costs $20 and you plug in a keyboard and a mouse and a VGA monitor and you have your own 128K Mac to play with. That's cool. The A2 Pico is in the store now. You know, if I wouldn't mess with like toys and stuff while I'm talking, I wouldn't drop them on the floor. The A2 Pico's in the store now. Universal peripheral card for the Apple II. That's a big thing. Back to Ron. Ron is working on something really, really cool that will basically act as an RGB to HDMI replacement, but way, way less expensive for very specific applications. He's working on that, so I did want to mention that on his behalf as well. I also added, and maybe it's on my printer. We'll see if we can show it. Yep, it's kind of there. You know what that is, folks? Do you know what that is?
Top of a plus.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Look at that. I got permission from the gentleman who designed these and put them up on the Internet Doodle. So you can go out to his link and download them. But if you don't have a 3D printer, you can go and for about $5, get one of these. I have them in original platinum. I have them in, hey, my Mac is old and yellow. And I'm also going to be, as you can see on the printer here, I'm going to be offering them in kind of pastel, not pastel, but like primary colors. So green, blue, yellow, red.
What are these?
Make your plus look weird or something. I don't know.
Sorry, Joe, I saw something shiny.
Yes.
And completely lost brain. What are these for again?
So Mac Plus,
okay.
or 128. The top grills.
I don't think neon pink is a primary color, Cat.
These things. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so what happens is sometimes things will land on these and they'll crack.
Mm.
These are kind of sort of molded in place, but you can get on the underside and cut them out. They're only kind of heat stake welded in place. You can cut them out, and then you can put a new one in and just put super glue in a couple spots and just stick a replacement in there. Cool. So yes.
By the way, do not listen to Joe about using super glue because I have a webcam that I cannot get off the arm anymore thanks to Joe's suggestion of using crazy super glue.
Super glue fixes all things to where they're supposed to go.
Yeah.
And they never
those
go
of us that like to mod things, we could potentially use those to make the top of an SE look better.
Yes. You want to cut holes in the top of your SE?
Yeah.
Do it.
Put some vents in there.
Yeah. But yes. So like Kat's also saying neon pink. So I am gonna add, I haven't put it on the page yet on my site. I'm still in the process of printing these out because I've been really, really busy printing these things en masse because of the 15,000 blue SCSIs I'm taking to VCF Midwest. But once I get to it, I want to put those on the page and then put a little link that says, "Do you want a weird color? Send me the link to the filament color you want me to use, and I'll print you one." And then I'll have 40,000 spools of filament. But you want it in custom color? I can do custom colors. It's fine. So yeah. So those are kind of my recent gets. There's more stuff that I put on the website as my gets. Most of my other gets, not really machines or anything like that. I do have a couple machines, but they're over there in the boxes still. Those came from Frank. I haven't gotten them out of the boxes yet. And a lot of just stuff, like organizational stuff for the space here.
What about cool stickers?
Cool stickers?
Like the ones that go in your computers, say Hulkintosh or Punkintosh.
These cool stickers? Oh, like this cool sticker right here? You mean this cool sticker that nobody can see? That because I have to get a separate camera for you to be able to see it? That is side cam.
And it's not on. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Pumpkin Tosh.
So that is a cool get. Our friend Javier made some custom water slide labels for me. I don't know, 2-3 freaking years ago. And I just now got to putting it on the Pumpkin Tosh, mostly because the Pumpkin Tosh is going to be going with me to VCF Midwest. So I wanted it to, look as good as
By the way, you should keep that camera on, Joe, and show us your new space that you recently got.
Look at all the Joe cams. Wow.
What? What are you talking about? Do you want to see up my nose?
No, no. Jesus.
Look at my teeth. I had nice teeth.
I think you might need a K file.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Oh, I've already been there. I have already been there. Unpleasant. Highly, highly unpleasant process.
Do you want to show us your new Git space?
Yes. So that's where a lot of my gets have been going because of the what you've been working on segment, which we'll go ahead and switch to now. What has Joe been working on? Well, some of you might remember that right back through here, there was a little kind of panelized, like a door.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really just walled off and there were shelves in there. Well, I've opened it up. So
Yay.
that's the doorway, and that goes into the room next door now. So as you can see, I've been moving stuff over into that space. I already have here. I'll kind of make myself big, but not you. Screw Javier. No. So as you can see, I've already moved my Apple II stuff into there, and I'm just in the process of organizing, cleaning up, getting that stuff moved. And the main reason why I'm doing that is because this space over here is just full of computers, and I love my computers, but I don't get every single one of them out constantly, right? They need to be accessible, but to the side. They need to be out of here. This walk space right here is 18 inches wide. Like, I barely fit in it. It's bad,
So Joe can't put on any weight because he'll never fit through the workspace.
Hey, my doctor says I have high cholesterol, so I already have to lose the weight anyway. But I'm just running out of space in this area to function.
Mhm.
I am somewhat limited in the number of products that I can actually add. Let's go to the shipping camera. Let's see if we can see it on the shipping. Oh, the shipping camera's broken. You stupid. You're dumb. But like back over there, I have a ton of A2 Picos that are just sitting like randomly out because I have no place to stick them here. There's no space. I need more space. So I'm going to do the less used stuff and put it next door, but I have a straight through door that I can just get to it real fast.
Right.
And I'm going to rearrange this space right here to be business operations, more storage space for product. I'm going to take one or two of these shelves out that are back here. That whole basically my PC collection. You can see my Tandy there and then IBM down here. And then move the shipping station over here so that it can be less cluttered. It's just stuff that's just stacked and layered and just boxes sitting on top of boxes that I have to pick up and move to grab something and pick up and put back. And it's like, no, done. So
What you need is a barn.
a barn.
Talk to John about
Yes.
a barn.
Yes,
We'll send you the tequila.
my husband and I have talked multiple times at length about how I am not allowed to put an extension in the house, but I still have it in my head somehow, and it won't go away. So, that's a thing. If I ever do that, it would probably be a garage. I'd probably technically make it a garage so that I could, like, if I sell the house in the future, it's like, hey, look at this useful garage the house has on it.
Right.
But you could just close it. You just close the garage door, just leave the door closed, and then just use that as a shop space. Garth, what about a shed? No. Seeing how Steve had to have his shed delivered on the back of a semi truck, and how semi trucks are not accessible in my neighborhood, that's not going to be a thing. It would have to be built in situ. But yeah, so that's what's going on in Joe Land. Trina, what's going on in
Hi.
your world? Unless you already like kind of sort of.
I kind of primarily went through it. There's not much.
Okay, bye, great, Javier.
If anybody if anybody wants to buy a laptop, let me know. $60 Canadian. It's yours. I haven't had any nibbles on it yet, so
You haven't put nibbles on it yet.
I haven't had anybody like say, "Hey, I'm in
Nibbles, N-I-B-B-L-S. Nibbles.
Yeah.
Trina, this is you we're talking to. You have to be clear because people will
Sorry.
misunderstand you.
Sorry, I haven't had
How does
anybody.
Javier keep getting back in here? Who keeps letting him back in?
I think Javier lets himself back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. It's just I did a stream the other day. For some reason, I got it in my head for a few days that the only way to restore. So I got a PowerBook G4, and I wanted to do a reinstall on it. And for some reason, I got it stuck in my head. I needed to buy FireWire cables so I could do the target disk mode from a working one. And then as I'm laying in bed at like 20 after 6 in the morning on Saturday morning, I'm like, actually I was peeing to be honest with you. I'm like, optical drive. They have optical drives. I have a disc of 10.4 official, 10.4 disc. And I'm like, I could just simply do that. But for like 3 days, it was stuck in my head. The only way to do this was target disk mode. And I bought brand new FireWire cables, a 400 and an 800, to do this, and I didn't need them. So,
Welcome to IT.
yeah, I don't know why I could not get it out of my head. The only way to do this was through the yeah. Anyway, John was upset with me on my stream. He said that I was fake advertising. It was
Clickbait.
It was
I came for the target disk mode, and all I got was a stupid DVD or a CD.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, the upside is you have those cables now when you never need them in the future.
Yeah. And the best part is, like, I had a bunch of these before I moved, and I have this past week I had a bunch of cards that I listed, and I got bins that you can't see here. And so I stripped them all out because I'm like, okay, I want to actually reorganize them. I need a third bin. I stripped them all out. I opened, like, they're all clear bins, but I still opened them all up, took a look inside. I cannot find those cables for the life of me. So I don't know. I don't know what I did with them. It's driving me bonkers. But anyway, I got 2 more. So
bonkers. You mean like that Disney cartoon in the late 90s?
I don't remember that.
Or the places that you hide in case of an attack.
Yes, it is a short trip. It is
bunkers. Javier, one is bonkers and one is bunkers.
Yeah. I'm not trying to avoid bombs, so I'm not going into my bunker.
Oh.
And by the way, Scarlett is correct. It is a short trip for me to go bonkers. So anyway, yeah. So that's what I've been kind of working on. Yeah.
Cat. Yes. Anyway, cool. Javier.
Oh, are you taking me out again?
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Okay. I'm in. I'm out. I'm in.
We don't have Ron here to keep us on the rails, so I'm just like clicking buttons. Like I don't know how to run it.
So, as I say, I've been doing all those things. I've been doing little new stickers for PCF.
Do you have? So, you were talking about that you effed up your website. Did you ever?
Oh
get
yeah,
that
well
fixed?
I restored it.
Okay, good.
Thankfully, I got my hosting. They got a little thing that you just click on it and it will restore for the 4 hours before. So
okay.
Yeah.
So do you now have 2 different sites, or is it still all pointing to one site?
It's all pointing to one site.
Okay, but you haven't created.
No, I haven't separated it. That's gonna be in the future. Right now, it's 8-bit stuff goes to 8-bit teas, and you still go over there. But I'll separate it when I get enough products and constant and all that. But yeah,
Well, if you just partner with Joe at jcm-1.com,
and I'll just send them all the stuff, and
you
I'll
would
tell
have
them
you would have plenty of stuff.
send them everything and say fix it.
Actually, you
Hey,
know what?
I'm making
problem
room
now.
for more product, buddy.
It's your
Actually,
problem
technically,
now.
you know what 8-bit stuff should go to? jcm-1.com. That's what
That's
it
the
should be
problem.
redirected to.
So no, they won't be able to have those beautiful T-shirt.
Javier, this is what you need. You need to change your channel name to 8-Volt Joel.
People Joe.
Yes, Thomas.
Yeah.
This is great. Javier, T-shirt now.
12
now,
volt Jolt.
8-Volt
That's
Joel.
it. That's
or
it.
12-Volt Joel. Frank's got a question for you there, Javier. What monitor's on the 2C?
This monitor is called Night Owl, like those animals with big eyes, owl. And actually, here you can see it. Night Owl over there.
Can you show the mounting bracket on the back? Because I think that
Yeah.
So on the back, this has 2 holes,
yeah.
and Mr. Lil John did this awesome thing that it's you just take one of the he took one of the adapters for convert the video, but I just redo it on the 3D printer, and it's just a connector that gets the cable for the power and the video into 2 cables, and also has 2 little things on the top so they get into the holes in the back of the monitor. So it's pretty simple.
Oh, cool.
But it works very well.
And
We should sell these actually.
Yeah, I'm sure that bracket could probably be modified too to support VESA mounts or the ones that have the kind of the twist knobby type. I don't know how.
I need to ask James permission to do that, of course.
But yeah, cool.
Yep. Well, we already have a folding down monitor that I work with Beans Brill, and it was presented a couple of years ago in Kansas, but we haven't been able to make it, a product because it's very complex to do it. But yeah, we may do it. So that's that.
That's for Thomas. Cool. Awesome, guys. Anything else you're working on, Javier?
Nothing, just that. I'm getting together all my stuff for BCF. Again, I recreated or fixed all my little computers that work. By the way, all those have a Raspberry Pi inside. That's how they work. And of course, I modified so they look kind of original. So the switch works, and that's what turns it on and off.
So if I send you my TUI, hi, can you make it an actual working TUI?
Maybe. Yes,
That would be
actually.
cool.
Let me show you all around it.
I'm still working on it, but yes, I could.
Oh,
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
Do you use like a 0.2, like a really fine nozzle to print those, Javier?
Yes, I do.
So that's
Very
why they
small, and it
that's
moves.
why they have really good resolution. Yeah.
Francois said, so now we know the reason of the pie shortage. It's all Javier's fault.
Cat
Yep.
loves it, Javier. Cat
It's cool,
loves
isn't it? And I'm putting the
I mean, she
battery
could be
here.
talking also about me. I mean, to be fair, I'm
Well-
also so cute.
No, life is not fair.
Life is unfair.
So that's it.
Cool. And let's go back to our wonderful guest.
Yes, John.
What
What
I'm
you
working
working
on
on?
is crap compared to that. I mean, it's good stuff.
I've been mopping
so-
my floor,
Yeah.
I went grocery shopping yesterday.
Right now, I'm just driving myself nuts with this Macintosh 2VX.
Ugh.
This is about
Oh.
27 traces that have been repaired so far.
That is
So yeah.
I
Oh,
think
still
it's time.
looking
I
for
think
more.
it's time to put it in the transporter, and just put it out
Yeah.
of its misery at this point.
Put it out of its
Yeah.
misery. But not that one. What are we doing here? Are we on a show? Yeah, so that's I don't know. I have lots of other stuff. IBM PS2 Model 50 that I'm working on. I'm trying to finish up the Macintosh Plus that I still owe Eric. I have a couple of 486 boards that I'm working on. So there's always 100 different things happening here at the Big Bad Bench.
That's why it's big and it's bad.
It's big and it's bad.
So there's what you need to post though in the Discord channel that we're all members of, an actual photo of your space.
I was thinking, I don't know, if people are interested, I might do a walkthrough of my workshop, because I do have like different stations set up. Like I have a Apple II station set up and a Macintosh Power PC set up.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Does that whole monitor have an entire machine in it, Javier?
You see it moving?
Oh my god. Here you go,
Gutbomb has said yes, barn tour please.
Yeah, we want to see it. So you got to do that.
So I'll do a video on that.
So, I would like. Why am I in that mode? I would like to talk about the show happening next week. The big show, the biggest show in retro computing, probably that has ever happened.
So you're talking about the show after the following week? You mean the World of Retro Computing?
No Canadian stuff.
There's only going to be 6 people there, and you're all going to complain about why the milk didn't come in bags this time. I mean, it's fine. No, seriously. We can talk about work, but I wanted to talk a bit about VCF Midwest. VCF Midwest, of course, is the Vintage Computer Festival Midwest. Not directly related to the Vintage Computer Federation, but sort of kind of related. It's run separately. So people don't get confused about that. But basically, it's in Schaumburg, Illinois, effectively right outside of Chicago. It is the 7th and 8th this year, which is basically the butt end of next week. And a lot of us are going to be there. Those who can't be there, I am sorry, you're missing out. You're all losers.
We're going to miss you, losers.
I'm kidding. No, but it's going to be insane.
So what you're saying is our esteemed guest over there is a loser. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
basically,
I'm a loser.
Soy un perdedor. Yes, the venue in the past had been adequate, but the last couple years it got bigger and bigger. So they actually moved it to a gigantic freaking convention center, 50,000 square feet, more room to actually move around, lots more exhibitors and tables, and more talks. So it is going to be super huge. I'm going to be there, and Javier will be there. Trina was going to be there, but life got in the way. And I apologize, Trina, that you can't be there.
Yeah.
Also, she didn't have a passport, so I don't know how she's going to get across the border to get into the U.S., but, whatever. John can't be there again, also because of life stuff. But Ron will be there.
And also, he can't get a passport either, so.
Yeah, Ron will be there.
To John, he's in the U.S., you butt.
I need a passport also.
We're not talking about work yet. Quiet.
Okay. I thought we were talking
about VCF.
I'm sorry. I heard wah, 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 wah event, and I went work. Okay, great.
Oh, Trina.
Quiet.
I think it's time now.
Hush.
There you go.
Anyway, so no. But anyway, I'm going to be there. Javier's going to be there. Ron of Ron's Computer Videos, our esteemed co-guest, will be there. I don't have enough fingers. Eric's Edge, Eric Helgeson, literally every Blue SCSI vendor. You're going to have Tom. You're going to have JM. You're going to have people. Brain.
Mac 84.
Mac 84
is going to be cool.
Steve Mac 84 is going to be there. Jeremy's Retro Bar is going to be there. Yes. Dave's Vintage Apple Tech is going to be there. Some people can't make it because Garth Beagle's going to be there.
Garth Beagle's going to be there.
It's going to be super duper fun.
This weird Canadian guy that likes Volkswagens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan of Everything Is Broken Garage will be there.
Ryan will be there.
Yeah.
That's the only Canadian we'll allow.
Not Tom Barber. Tom will be there.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
Yeah, like all of the Blue Scuzzy sellers in North America are going to be there, with the exception of Drake, who
And they're gonna fight each other. That's the best part.
Yeah, we're gonna be we're all gonna have backpacks full of Blue Scuzzies wandering around, and we're gonna, if you're like, is Blue Scuzzy? Have you heard of Blue Scuzzy? We're all gonna like rush on you, and be like, yeah.
I've seen a couple of movies like that where people get rushed, where the one person gets rushed on. But that's a whole different type of movie.
What's gonna happen if somebody asks for Zulu Scuzzy?
What? Alex is gonna be there. I'm sure Alex Perez is gonna be there.
Fight.
No, we're not gonna pick fights. People can choose the product that they like.
People can choose the product that is the best fight. Blue Scuzzy.
I want to see fights.
No,
like West Side Story.
We're not doing sharks versus owls or whatever it is. We're not doing it.
But I want to see the snapping of the fingers.
No. We're not doing that. But seriously, we're all gonna be running around there. There's gonna be so much cool stuff. There's gonna be and this is the cool thing about VCF Midwest, is that it's not just our 8 bits. It's not just the Macs or the Amigas. It's people are going to be hauling in metal. They're going to be hauling in old tube machines. You're going to have people there with the Weather Star crap. You're going to have people in there setting up a PBX, not a PBX, an actual telephone exchange.
Yep.
Right? You're going to have folks rolling in VAXs and PDP-11s and PDP-8s and old Burroughs machines and all of this other stuff. You're going to have Apple IIs and Commodores and VIC-20s and Amigas and weird, wacky crap from Europe, because Europe is wacky or something. I don't know. You're going to have people with Naboos there. You're going to have all of it. It's going to be...
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Can somebody maybe, I don't know, bring some new technology and set up like a Wi-Fi network?
Nah.
For free?
What for?
The same?
It's called Fujinet, Trina. Fujinet.
But it is going to be super cool. So for Nabu Joe's Fix Yours, yes, no. Hey, my Nabu's not broken. I just have never taken it.
Never opened it.
It's been in the box there for 3 years now. It's just over there.
And it's going to go in the other room now because it's just going to go in storage.
Yeah. Ding! But no, seriously. So it's going to be really, really fun. I will be so enthused to be able to meet so many people that I've gotten to know over the years over the internet that I've never met in person. Like Steve. Steve and I are weird, and we're both going to be weird.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a weird show.
So, yes. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say other than, like...
Yeah, a lot of personalities are going to be there, too. What's the name? Crazy Ken.
Crazy Ken's gonna be. There's gonna be a lot of big names there too. I'm sure LGR is probably.
LGR is gonna be there.
Bit Guy's gonna be there. Ben Heck might be there.
Yeah.
A lot of the big names. I don't know if RMC is gonna be there this year or not. But yeah, it's Adrian's gonna be there. Yes.
Adrian. Absolutely. Yeah, Adrian's pretty cool. Yeah. It's always
Kat. Not Kat. Miss Macintosh Librarian, are you going to be there this year?
Oh, she's going to be there, yes.
Yeah, and we'll be bringing Mac.
Taylor and Amy's going to be there. Sean Action Retro. It's going to be insane.
Taylor and Amy, I met her.
Veronica Explained.
Veronica Explained.
Yeah, all the cool people. Yeah.
So it is going to be super, super fun. It's going to be an insane nerd party up in there.
Yep.
And that is why those of us.
Joe, you can touch my hair. What? What is this? What kind of weird fetish are you coming up with, Dave?
Hey! Don't go shaming his kink. It's his
Dude,
thing.
you know what? I do have to say, I absolutely love Dave's Bouffant. I love it. Dave reminds me of I can't remember his name. I can never remember his name. He played the guy in the Fatboy Slim Weapon of Choice video.
So Kate.
Yeah.
Kate is also going to be on the YouTube panel.
Christopher Walken, yeah.
Yes. I love it. Yes. I love it. I will be there on the YouTube panel and walking around with Mackie. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It's going to be so cool.
And by the way, if David Starbuck David Starbuck is watching. Um, Dear Splendid Daddy, please give John $900 so that he can fly to VCF
Yes.
Midwest for Saturday
Yes.
and home.
Yes.
Please go make a donation to our
Kat,
poor John.
Yes.
You rich guys, do it.
Kat's asking a really good question. Is any of it going to be streamed? And that's actually maybe. The thing is that the internet at this facility is not as good as it was at the other facility.
Mhm.
They have Wi-Fi, but it's garbage, and you have to pay out the nose to get it. So probably not. A lot of us streamers probably won't be doing it, only because we're not going to have reliable access. Now, 5G in that area is supposedly really, really good. It's Chicago. I would presume that 5G is going to be excellent. But when you've got, how many people are going to be there? Like 1,500, 2,000 people? It's going to be huge. When you have that many people all in one place trying to hit a single tower to get on the internet, even with 5G,
But it will be, Kat. It should be like in previous years. The live panels should be recorded, and then
everything's gonna be
for
recorded.
later,
A lot of people
like
make
it'll
video.
be put up on VCF channels. So you'll be able to watch later.
Yes. So cool. Well, our streaming is not going to be possible. So
Eric's Edge is going to try to Ryan on Friday night is going to try to stream before the mass people get there on Old World Tech Fridays, because he'll be there Friday night. So that will be the litmus test to see how well the 5G works with a bunch of people.
And we're all just gonna like bomb him. Like if he's
that
not,
is totally fine.
He's not in his room. If he's like out in the whatever, I'm just gonna follow him around and be an ass. On stream.
So you be you.
How is that different than being
means
here?
opposite. Sorry, Trina, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just gonna say, how is that different than the other time?
Yeah, you guys, I love you. I can feel it. It's palpable. I can stab the love with a fork.
Yeah.
By the way, come here. I have a fork.
Yeah. Probably legitimately does have a fork.
I prefer a fork.
But yeah, so Ryan's gonna kind of be the lit.
Good. Yeah, Ryan's gonna be fun.
So yeah, Ryan's gonna kind of be the litmus test to see how well the 5G works.
Maybe I can be there and I can be Trino, your replacement.
Trino.
I'm gonna be on the stream. I'll be here at home, so I'll be able to be on the stream. And also Eric's Edge was talking about trying to stream at 9 a.m. Saturday morning. So there will be again another kind of litmus test, because then there'll be more people in the event space.
Yep.
So
there's an idea.
Let's just hope that everything goes all right and we don't get screwed. There you go.
There it is.
So if you want to go to an event with free Wi-Fi and
Let's
Wi-Fi
talk
that
about
actually
work.
works,
Yes, Trina, go back to work. Yes.
Yeah, I figured this was a great segment.
Good job. That's a good segue.
Right? You can come to the World of Retro Computing event. With
all the 5 people that are going to be there.
It's going to be in Kitchener. Actually, last year there were in attendance without like people who just came into the event was 500.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just like 10 old men like farting around and talking about adding
good old days.
And
in French.
and also there apparently there are over 30 vendor tables that have been signed out. So those are just the vendor tables, let alone that. So there's going to be definitely more vendors. I am not buying tables this year, I swear.
She says.
Wow, thanks, Gutbomb.
She says.
But yeah, there's going to be about 30 vendors or so, from what the organizer was saying. And it is free. It is a completely free event. So that's how the organizer wants to keep it, is a free event. I'm actually thinking of coming up from Buffalo. Yeah, 2K compliant. If you see me, I mean the space isn't like on par with what is VCF Midwest, so you look for me. This is what I look like. I don't have dark hair, I swear.
Are you sure
So
you
I'm
don't
not
use?
Amber.
Okay. You don't use filters?
Use filters. Oh no! Oh no!
Well, yeah, it's also a free event. And again, it has free Wi-Fi, and it works. So,
And she does swear, yeah.
but yeah, I don't know
looking
how
for
many
the swearing
tables.
one.
I don't know how many
mean-
tables I'm going to have to buy this year. I was joking yesterday when I found out there were 30 tables. Let me just show you. Let me show you something. While I'm here. Oh, I already have it up. Sweet. Okay. Let me share a file. Window. There it is. Sweet. So for those of you who don't remember, or if my share wants to work, there we go.
We don't remember.
Let me minimize this a little bit.
The fact that you're
So
stupid.
this is, you see everything in the picture minus the gentleman sitting behind the table. I bought this
Are
entire
you sure you didn't
setup.
bought the gentleman?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say Trina
And
now
this is
has
not the gimp? Release the
Ah.
gimp!
but very nicely, because he's like asked me if I wanted to buy the table Sunday morning, and I'm like, I'm on the train. How am I going to get all this back? He actually delivered it to me, and it was only going to be $20 for a delivery fee of all the stuff, which was amazing. And then as he was going through, because he boxed up everything, and he said, if you let me take this part, delivery's free. I'm like, done deal. So, but I was joking. I'm like, how many of the 30 tables do I have to buy now? So it could be another 7-part series when I get back.
Someone hide Trina's debit card.
No. Here we go. I can see a few things from that photo that are here right now.
Yeah, I bet you can.
You just like shipped him a whole bin of it, didn't you?
Actually,
here you go.
technically, the person who got the most of it was Steve. And the best part is the box broke. In one of the, I think out in Mississauga, it broke because there was a parcel issue, and they repacked the box in another box, and included some stuff from the, I guess, garbage that they had around the Mississauga. Because when I was watching Steve unbox it the next day, I'm like messaging him, going, that wasn't included. That wasn't included. Like I was like messaging him on Discord, going, I have no idea what this.
It's
What
like,
this is.
I don't want to throw this stuff away. Just give it to this random guy.
Right? But yeah, Steve got a massive box, and then it's funny because the organizer, about a month or so ago, messaged me and said, do you need a table to sell what you picked up? And I'm like, actually, I did 7 live streams where I had people on it going, mine, like
Mine?
seagulls.
Mine?
So I got rid of a lot of the stuff, and then John also bought like a stack of ISA cards for me. So.
EISA cards.
Oh yeah,
Very
yeah. Sorry.
specific, yeah. And I will attest to your shipping skills. It was very well packaged.
But yeah, so I don't know what happened at the. I think it was overweight, unfortunately.
Well, it was like 6,000 pounds of hard drives, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and they were all in one box, and I was just like, whatever, blah. Right, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's going to be this year's event. So it should be interesting to see what the attendance is like. Definitely more vendors. Retro Rewind will be there. Apparently, Retro Rewind, as I found out yesterday, has been a major sponsor since the first event. It is also part of the reason that the event keeps taking place, because he keeps messaging the organizer going, we're going to do it this year, right? We're going to do it again.
He's kind of like Ken at Kansas Fest. Every year is like, and it's official, we're doing it next year. And the organizer is like, we are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, Ken said so I guess we're doing it. But yeah,
So it should be interesting. So I haha, thanks to the Wi-Fi, I will be doing a walk around live stream and not have to use my 5G. So no data loss there. But yeah, I'll probably do a walk around either Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. I haven't decided yet.
Cool.
Joe like. Yay! Yay! Okay, are we done?
Well,
the show
we can end it early. There's nothing. I didn't when I signed my contract. I didn't notice anything about we're on till 9:30 or you die.
Well, we'll revise your contract, okay?
You
Oh,
have a
okay.
contract?
Yeah, I got a
My
contract.
tree in Canada is only 3.75 G. Yes, metric G.
The
conversion rate.
And by the way, it's only a boot. 3.75
Only
G.
a
A boot.
Okay, well, I think we can call the stream tonight. This has been super duper fun. Let's go around the table here and ask where everybody can be found. Let's start with our wonderful guest, John. Tell everybody how people can find you, sir.
So I predominantly use bitbang.social on the Fediverse, Big Bad Biologist at bitbang.social. I'm also on Blue Sky and Threads, also as Big Bad Biologist, and you can find me on YouTube Saturdays, noon Eastern, streaming some random weird crap, what I find every week. And so youtube.com/BigBadBench. And yeah. And also I have stickers if you want. If you want stickers,
Ooh, we want sticker.
Send me an email and I'll send you stickers.
Okay.
That's the one thing I really love about John's streams every Saturday is that it's never the same thing. Like some channels we're gonna look at this type of computer and only this type of computer. Where John, you're just like, what jank are we getting up to this weekend? And so,
yeah. I mean, this week we had a half-rotted Commodore 64C and a Macintosh 2VX. Like,
but the 2C,
weird pairings.
At least the Commodore booted up.
Yeah.
So I was awake for that.
Lies.
Miracle.
It was during the whole I need more. I remember the last thing you said was I need more. I don't think I have enough cable, and I was out.
Javier.
It was between snoring.
Yeah.
Well, you know me. 8bts.com, and of course Adventures in Retro. In YouTube is Habmaster. And yeah, that's it. I've been. Oh, and remember that you can patronize me in Patreon, Habmaster.
Javier, you're such a great guy, and we love you so much.
Yep.
Oh, be
You
your
should love me
patron.
more.
Become your patron. That's what you meant, not patronize. Okay.
Just send the moolah, and you will get a lot of goodies, discounts, and brand new things before they come out. So there you go. That's it.
8-bit T.
8-bit.
Miss Trina.
You can find me at trinastech.com. And that has links to all the places you can find me on social, including my coffee account, which, if you feel like speaking, coffee is a lot better than Patreon, by the way. They don't take any percentage, just saying. You are more than welcome to, if you can, it'd be greatly appreciated. Throw me a coffee tip.
Ooh, and before we switch to me, Macintosh Librarian has a question for you, Javier. Will you have 8-bit teas to sell at VCF?
Oh yes, actually I will. Oh yeah, some of course. I don't have that many, and I just printed some to take with me and samples. But yeah, I will have some.
Cool.
Awesome sauce. And last, and very much least, because I said so. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe from Joe's Computer Museum. You can basically find me by just going to jcm-1.com. That's where I'm doing most of my work these days. I'm not really online as much anymore. I don't really do my own streams as much anymore because I don't have time anymore. But, I'm here first and third Sundays of every month. I am occasionally on Dave's Vintage Apple Tech. I haven't been for a couple of weeks because I've been really busy. But yeah, you can follow me there, find out what I'm doing, get cool things like new vents for your Macs and blue scuzzies and memory cards and all types of cool stuff, and to keep your old computers working. Yep. Yes, Trina.
I remember something. I'm like, I gotta get a. So Dave of Dave's Vintage Apple Tech. Asshole.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna die one of these days.
Oh, would you please? Any day. Hurry up. Do it.
Oh, come on.
This is great.
You can do
So
it.
Dave of Dave's Vintage Apple Tech will not be streaming because he's at BCF Midwest next week. I will attempt an 8-hour stream. I will see where my social battery takes me before I call it a stream. So
Watch Trina sleeping. It's cold.
I was too tempted to kick Trina off again, so I kicked myself off to do that.
So yeah, I will be doing the stream next Sunday. So tune in to see if it's an 8-minute stream or 8 hours. Who knows? It could be anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. 8 minutes. And
Look at all these people that love you. They're like, I'm gonna co-host with you.
Yeah.
I'll cheerlead to keep you going. Yeah.
And
Good
then
luck, everybody. Good luck.
And then I have people like Curtis saying, "I'll believe it when I see it."
Yeah. I'm with
I
him.
was trying to be nice and not show that comment.
Yeah, I read it though.
Cool beans. All right. Well, that's all for this evening. Thank you to all the wonderful people in the chat who stopped by to watch us be crazy for about an hour and a half. Thank you again to our guest, Big Bad Biologist. John, go check him out on YouTube on Saturdays and Is it Sundays or Saturdays?
Saturdays.
Saturdays.
So look at how bad of a friend I am.
Yeah.
Check him out on Saturdays. He does really cool stuff. The few times that I've actually been awake to watch his streams have been phenomenal. So go check that out. Remember to hit the like button, lasso the like button, and spur the whatever Western
Do the stuff.
whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, and
we have long given up on the Western theme. I think.
Yeah, it's like whatever. And we will see you again on the 15th. Who our special guest is somebody Ron invited that he isn't here to tell us who it is. So
I'll be able to give a full report on the work event.
Yes,
And we will give one for BCF.
Yes, it will be awesome. So see y'all later, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Hit it with a